Special News Bulletin: Hurricane Erin and weather developments across the United States. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In recent days, global meteorological attention has been fixed on the Atlantic Ocean, where a storm named Erin is intensifying at an astonishing rate. Scientists project that Erin could rapidly reach Category 4 on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale and potentially approach Category 5, the highest level, with wind gusts near 175 miles per hour. Such explosive strengthening within just a few days has not been seen in years. The center of Hurricane Erin is currently located in the eastern Atlantic, only about 150 miles east of the Leeward Islands. At this distance, Puerto Rico and the Lesser Antilles are expected to experience indirect impacts, mainly strong winds and heavy rain, but not catastrophic destruction. What has experts particularly alarmed is not just the current track, but the storm's rate of intensification. In just 1 hour, Erin's central pressure dropped by 4 millibars, an unmistakable sign of rapid intensification. A process that occurs when all ideal conditions align: warm ocean waters, abundant atmospheric moisture, and low vertical wind shear. When these elements converge, a storm can strengthen beyond forecasts, making warnings and preparedness efforts especially challenging. Within the next 24 hours, multiple forecast models agree that Erin's maximum sustained winds could reach 145 to 150 miles per hour, with gusts nearing 175 miles per hour, placing it near Category 5 strength. If this occurs, Erin will rank among the strongest early-season hurricanes in the modern history of the Atlantic. A Category 5 hurricane carries devastating consequences. Entire homes can be leveled, trees snapped, power lines destroyed, and infrastructure crippled. While there is no evidence yet that Erin will make a direct U.S. landfall, its sheer intensity has already sparked widespread concern, particularly for the shipping industry and small island communities in its path. Even without landfall, Erin poses serious threats offshore. Forecasts indicate ocean waves could reach up to 100 feet, a potentially record-breaking height, directly endangering international maritime operations. These swells, combined with extremely powerful rip currents, will create life-threatening conditions along beaches on the U.S. East Coast. Tragic accidents in the past have occurred when residents and tourists underestimated indirect hazards from distant hurricanes. Authorities have therefore issued urgent advisories, urging the public to obey safety instructions, avoid swimming during high surf, and heed guidance from coastal lifeguards. Looking ahead, beginning Monday, Erin is expected to weaken slightly as it tracks toward the eastern Bahamas. However, weakening still means destructive winds above 120 miles per hour, keeping it in the major hurricane category. This puts the Bahamas, and especially Bermuda, on high alert. Even a small shift in Erin's path could bring the tiny island nation directly under its devastating core. For the U.S. East Coast, the risk of landfall is currently assessed as low, but coastal states from Florida to North Carolina must prepare for days of rough seas, high surf, and strong winds. Forecast models continue to show varying scenarios. The ICON model suggests Erin could pass close to Florida or Bermuda. While not the primary forecast, this remains a possibility that cannot be ignored, since such a track would intensify indirect impacts from waves, wind, and rain. Most ensemble models instead keep Erin offshore, paralleling the east coast without landfall. However, one outlier model does show a potential approach to North Carolina. This highlights the inherent uncertainty in hurricane forecasting. Even a small change in steering currents can dramatically alter the track. Meteorologists emphasize the importance of continuous monitoring and updated advisories rather than relying on a single forecast map. Meanwhile, as Erin continues its rampage across the Atlantic, a new tropical wave is emerging off West Africa. Currently weak, this system could still develop into a tropical depression or storm in the coming days. Given the favorable late summer environment in the Atlantic, if it maintains a westward trajectory, the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, or even the U.S. East Coast could eventually be threatened. This is a reminder that the 2025 hurricane season is entering its peak, with the potential for multiple strong systems forming in succession. At the same time, the U.S. mainland is enduring severe weather extremes. In the West, Midwest, and Northern Plains, many states are experiencing violent thunderstorms. The current weather pattern is producing large hail, damaging wind gusts, frequent lightning, and even isolated tornadoes. Residents in Kansas, Nebraska, the Dakotas, and areas around the Great Lakes have been urged to remain on high alert. Avoid outdoor gatherings during severe weather, and be prepared with safe shelter in case tornadoes develop. In the Southeast, an extreme heat wave continues to scorch the region. Florida is reporting temperatures up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 43 degrees Celsius, with high humidity and little relief from winds. Such conditions not only cause discomfort but also pose serious health risks, including heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Health officials strongly advise limiting outdoor activity during midday hours, drinking plenty of water, avoiding alcohol, and seeking cool, shaded environments. The elderly, children, and individuals with pre-existing health conditions are particularly vulnerable. Taken together, the current U.S. weather landscape has been described as a triple threat. Offshore, Hurricane Erin churns with immense power. Inland, destructive thunderstorms bring hail and tornadoes, and in the south, relentless extreme heat tests public safety. These combined hazards are stretching America's forecasting and disaster preparedness systems while reminding communities of nature's unpredictability. Hurricane Erin underscores the volatile nature of today's climate. In just a few days, it grew from a tropical disturbance into a destructive powerhouse. This rapid intensification challenges forecasting, as even advanced models cannot fully predict exact strength and trajectory. For this reason, the public is urged to trust official agencies, remain vigilant, and avoid misinformation circulating on social media. In summary, today's bulletin has provided a comprehensive overview of Hurricane Erin, its current location, strength, projected track, and indirect coastal impacts. We have also covered ongoing severe storms across the Midwest and Northern Plains, along with the dangerous heat wave gripping Florida. These conditions show that the 2025 hurricane season is not only active but also filled with unpredictable surprises. Preparedness, safety awareness, and strict adherence to official guidance remain the keys to minimizing risks. We will continue monitoring developments closely and bring you the latest updates in upcoming bulletins. Thank you for watching.